bit, but South Korea, they roll onto the point. Nano boost and barrier to make space, and yet the USA, they were able to disengage really well here. They're still very much in this fight, and Adam might be flying with the Valkyrie in just a moment.
Well, that is an Earth Shatter. It does knock down one, unable to get it down, but that is a huge kill onto Adam, who is going to have his wings clipped. No flight there, no resurrections. However, United States still in this fight.
And that is a blessing in disguise. Rawkus with the pick from behind, off the flank, being a distraction. Has to be careful not to die. He's not going to be able to res here, but Mono goes down early in this fight. There's no res for him. USA dominating. This could be the round.
It looks like it. There's a lot of red in the kill feed of the red, white, and blue as they continue to clean up. 99% and counting. And the United States will take first stage on Nepal.
The crowd here in this fully packed arena is loving it, Hex. This is the Overwatch World Cup, and Team USA, they will not be denied.
Got his grab, he does catch a bunch in it, and the pulse bomb comes in, big bang, you can't res all that death.
That's a little bit too much, even for Rawkus there, and now we're in overtime. South Korea, much more dominant in the stage. They had a game plan, they executed, they controlled space. We're going to round 3.
A tale of two stages indeed. United States on both stages seemed a little bit hesitant, especially when it came to first fights.
Now, you look at South Korea, moving on to the point, prioritizing the point. Oh, goodbye! Moved it to the point!
Searching for that gold down there, apparently, as Fact Fiction able to pull Zumba off of the edge. That's usually the other way around. That is Roadhog's job. And they pile on by taking down Tobi. The resurrection not going to be available. By all rights, this should be the United States fight.
Sinatraa off on the flank, the distraction. Riding the line between life and death. Trying to just distract a little bit more while the rest of the United States is off to the side. And they get Mano early on. A big pickoff from Sinatraa. Come fly with me as the United States is one more team fight away from taking this map.
Adam ended up using his Valkyrie there. I'm not sure it was necessary, but no reason to hold on to it. They will clean up, getting some staggering kills. It'd be great if they get this kill onto Tobi. Sinatraa goes deep, unable to finish it, but they do take down Ryujehong.
South Korea, they are out of time. Tobi gets picked off. That is massive. Now, South Korea, they have to get on the point with less people. Sinatraa diving deep, so deep right now, they can't even reset. 3% left. Can anyone even touch this point? Saebyeolbe, doesn't get there. The United States takes map 1. Holding in the back, Graviton, not quite ready yet. The gauge is early. Now, he drops the grab immediately. South Korea, have a hug your neighbor, the self-destruct from the back. 2 quick kills from the United States. But South Korea, they're gonna transcend and still fight this, Hex.
Transcend out on both sides as they look awkwardly at each other. Here comes the Valkyrie undoing all of that Graviton work. Teams at full force now, and Flower dashes through, cutting up the supports. South Korea continues to push it overtime.
Tobi turning the tides, the double resurrection. South Korea endures the Graviton, and now Zumba might have the victory Graviton of his own. Still very much alive.
Sinatraa just used that grab at 66%. If this drags on, he could have his own grab.
All right, Zumba, the man of the hour, drops the Graviton, gets the Team USA tanks in it. Is the follow through going to be there? Matt, damaged, but not dead yet. Able to back out to a safer spot as the pilot Diva. And now, both teams looking to contest the card. It's delayed from the United States. Sinatraa not going to get a grab because he's blown right up. Resurrection, though, from Adam in progress. Both tanks back into the fray. The Angel of Mercy has given the United States a chance to delay this out a little bit more.
Flower looking for a little bit, not finding everything he wants, but Sinatraa dies for about the 3rd time in the last 10 seconds as they continue to push. It is all South Korea in that kill feed. United States looking for a miracle. They will not find quite faster. They did not. They allowed Tobi to get back to life, back to the healing out there. He has Valkyrie for the next push. United States will not complete this with over a minute.
That was their window, Hex. They had a big advantage in numbers. They had an advantage in ults for a while. Now, oh, that's a big stagger. 2 seconds, 1 second. Is anyone there? Overtime, it's in progress, but I don't think many people are left here that actually keep this going as South Korea taking down player after player. Coolmat tries to buy some room, and Adam's there, gets the res. Don't know if Coolmat's gonna be able to get back into the mech, though. He does, but just as quickly it goes down. It's a valiant stall coming out here for the United States, but it's all over here as South Korea's will even up the series 1-1.
That window they had on Eichenball last will
and uses it to demech Zumba. Zumba's out of the mech, and now Team USA has to move to capitalize on this.
That makes a lot of the damage is going to be able to come through as they try to remac. That is a huge pulse bomb, takes out Ryujehong. Sinatraa takes down Tobi. The United States rolling through here on Hanamura.
This is absolute insanity. They have cut through the South Korean defense like it wasn't there at all. Jake has had himself around. 2 ticks already for the United States. Ryujehong has to come out with the emergency transcendence to buy South Korea some time. Tobi now flying in, a resurrection, but is it going to be enough?
Tobi goes down again, and right after the resurrection, he gets no more percentage charge on his Valkyrie, which is so important. United States dominating the kill feed. There's simply an ice block on Mano. Man's not hot, he is down.
Doesn't have too many shields to worry about. Cool Pat already demeched. This is a decent opening here from South Korea, but Jake takes the hope away on the soldier. Not even the jump grab this time.
Jake doing a lot of work. Sinatraa now brought back into the mix too, but
oh my goodness!
Decides that he is going to be the anti-mercy, takes down both the resurrected heroes.
And this is why Flower is so good. We know we can play just about any hero, and his Widowmaker right now, keeping South Korea in this fight. However, resurrections are in. United States respawns are coming back. This has been a brawl, but you gotta think South Korea is going to take advantage of this in just a moment.
It took a little bit, just another plump right to the dome of Jake, and that Flower is poisonous.
This Flower is definitely no rose. Oh my goodness! Grab Sinatraa, somebody stop this man! Everything is going South Korea's way, and Flower has been on fire. Shot after shot. The United States, at some point, you have to consider, do you go to a different shield tank here? Because Winston is not providing them cover, as Jake basically cut down by Flower. Ryujehong had the support, but now they have created a great opportunity as Flower locks himself into position.
And this is the pressure put to the defense. Do you send someone up to deal with Flower? Do you fight on the point? You can't leave Flower alone up there. They are going to try to dive him. It's only a Winston so far, but his team comes back to support him. They know where their bread is buttered.
Well, there's bread getting buttered, but finally Flower getting taken down. USA says, please stop, no more. But will it be enough? Ryujehong says, no, this is still our fight. We're going to move up the Transcendence. Tobi healing in the back, still very much alive. Space being made by Mano here on the point. And South Korea still very much could take this here.
Well, Tobi is out of the fight now, and Adam at 93% and counting on his Valkyrie should be able to bring people back to life. It hasn't been clean enough, but here comes Mano punching people down as Adam falls in that fight. Waits for him, and now that's the corner combo as Rawkus falls.
1,000 IQ corner combos. Is this a fighting game?
To at least 33%. That's what we talk about. Adam ticks. Adam falls to Flower. They've had no good answer to this man.
That is the best pickoff they could get. The pressure is coming back in. South Korea says, we are going to take this point. Another 2 pickoffs. It's 3-on-6 right now as Jake goes, what have I got myself into? Winston on one side, a Widow in the back, and South Korea should be getting on this point in just a moment, but Adam is back in the fight and flying.
They're doing such a brilliant job of playing around Flower, though. He's got a Winston there to keep him safe from the Genji. Adam has brought back a couple back to life, but now they have to make this commitment, and that commitment shot out of the sky.
When you look at a Widow and you say, Widow, please never swap. That's far right now, but he's under pressure. The Genji coming in from the back, but he shakes it, uses the grappling hook, gets out of sight, and South Korea just half a tick away from bringing us to extra rounds.
Adam down again. There comes a pulse bomb as well. It is all South Korea in the kill feed. Now no one is up who's going to be able to pressure Flower, and Flower takes advantage. Another block onto Jake. Oh my goodness. United States allergic to Flowers.
That was a show.
Have to get paid here. They have to be efficient with their ultimate use because the United States is ready to bring people back to life.
And Jake, he has the visor in the back. He's going to have it for what very well could be the final fight of this, but Rawkus, he's blown up. Adam has to res, but it's a safe position. He's not in danger. Jake taken down immediately. That is huge. Adam, though, has used the Valkyrie, will bring Jake back up. Jake is without visor, though. The visor, it's gone. And here comes Flower, the blade. Long have we waited, looking for anything right now, and taken down by Sinatraa.
He's brought back to life, of course, bladeless as well. This is a brawl on the point as it is now down to about a 3v3, fighting it out. Flower will get the dash resets, will come and cut through, and yet again, a great example of patience from this South Korean team as they waited till the last second to resurrect, waited till other ults were out to use Blade, and now they are finding what they need here. They should be able to capture point.
This is plenty of delay coming out from Fact Fiction, but at some point, you gotta get out. You have to doesn't know when to fold him as Pulse Bomb, just looking for the early pickoff. And that's a really good target there to the back. It sticks. Goodbye, Rawkus. You're coming back up, but the damage has been done. Gets backed. South Korea being surgical here as they are not giving up without a fight. The U.S. pushed to the limit. Adam is down. This could be a second point take by South Korea in extra rounds.
Mano just punched the life out of the United States. He took down both supports with Primal Rage. It is all South Korea in the kill feed. Back going to try to come out here and stall, but they're going to do their best to cut him off. Because South Korea knows where he wants to be. They're trying to deal with this Bastion. Jake finds an angle, and they will eventually take down Flower. Tobi will res him and Mano. However, it's this time with Adam who has the resurrection advantage.
Adam, Valkyrie in progress. They take Flower down again. This time he's not being put back together. Jake sends his blood in the water. The tack visor is up. He has you in his sights. The United States trying to finish this one out strong as time is expiring. We're in overtime. Let's see where this ends.
They got one tick, they got two. They are counting up. It looks like the United States is on the way to closing out Hanamura here. Ryujehong off the mercy, just desperation. Ana onto the points. They're trying to find anything here. United States just looking to close this out.
And they might be doing just that. Sinatraa, 2 critical kills. The United States has finished off Hanamura. My word here, Hex. We get an extra minute.
Flower to punish.
All right, Flower the Widowmaker. It began with this. Why not end with it? Rawkus, though, gets Ryujehong early on. A massive pickoff here for South Korea, but Flower strikes right back. He looks rocked back, under pressure. Jake, 4 HP, doesn't quite finish it, and Jake gets the kill. And it matters most. The United States on the verge of a first point hold.
Jake just peekaboos around the corner, finishes off Flower in the United
Position. Let's see if he can capitalize on it as he's looking for Tobi.
He's brought back up his baby diva though, so that is not the greatest resurrection. They might even bring back Matt because why not? They will do that. A jump off the roof, Helix rocket. Still so tense right now. The next couple kills with resurrections burned are going to be the most important ones. Flower down.
Adam almost has Valkyrie up. This is huge. He's built it up in one fight. Adam flying to save the day. Way more healing for the United States. An extra resurrection. The tack visor now in play. The United States on the verge of taking Hanamura away from South Korea. But Tobi, he is taken down in the end. Matt finds him. This is big.
Tobi did get a resurrection off before he died. Adam brings back Rawkus. There comes the pulse bomb. Self-destruct will annihilate Rawkus as well. But there's only a few bodies left for South Korea on the point. But Saebyeolbe takes down Adam and Sinatraa.
What a hero play from the Tracer of South Korea. Flower to the barrage over the top. Could this be a draw? It is. South Korea defends. Are you kidding me? In the back, well protected, out of the line of fire, just healing mid-Valkyrie. Saebyeolbe, though, goes down. That's going to force out the res as the United States tries to push the issue. They do have a Transcendence on deck.
They will res up. Tobi, the angel of patience here, waited to the last second to use that Valkyrie and is trying to give his team an advantage here. Self-destruct comes over top. That should buy some time. A blade comes in, but a beautiful response from Rawkus with the Transcend. I mean, none of that really matters. Both teams continue to lose and revive their own players.
If you're South Korea, you're very happy with this. Maybe not so much now, as this is now really starting to go the way of the U.S., but they still have been delaying the payload this entire time. They bought plenty of time, even in back and forth fights. And the United States, they still don't necessarily have this, as there will be another wave of respawns for South Korea.
The spawns are much closer, and more importantly, Adam went down during that fight. So that is why they're not gonna have the healing. Here comes a surprise Bastion. Actually, Winston punching Bastion, not what you want to be doing in this situation.
No, he's pretty resistant to punches. He's anchored into the ground. Sinatraa brought back up, but South Korea has gotten a full wave of respawns back in. They gotta get on the point. Zumba gets there just in time, sacrifices the map. Tobi brings up the fall, and South Korea dominating space on the point here once more. And Ryujehong, that could be a victory Transcendence here, Hex, as the United States so close, yet so far. What a hold by South Korea. And how they're playing this right now.
Flower looking to get the right position, and already Widow can be so effective without firing a shot. That shot's also effective when you hit headshots, but everyone has to play in spots they are not used to. Jake's gonna try to find this hook, or at least try to deter Flower from sitting exactly where he wants.
Oh, I got him! Oh no, for Adam! A beautiful play by Flower, catches him on the social margins, and he is going absolutely insane, crushing the United States team. Yeah, you earned it.
Up there to get bodies while Rawkus is actually on the Soldier 76. They have gone to a single support here, ZP.
They have, and Flower, looking for an opportunity, was hoping to get Matt when he went pilot mode, but Fact Fiction out of the fight. Flower under pressure. Matt has said enough is enough. Missiles to the face, but, well, Flower's come the bargain. He's coming right back up, and Matt is not going to get away.
Yeah, Matt had to dive deep to get that kill, and Flower will punish for that. Now here comes Winston late to the party, but he realizes he wasn't there on time to protect his diva, and Flower continues to just click heads.
And it's not as if the United States aren't trying to pressure Flower. Matt invested a lot into that. Didn't really matter. He was well supported, punished him for the attempt, and the United States, they are in disarray as that red box of victory for South Korea is oh so close.
Flower is still looking for more over top. They've had to use Primal Rage just to try to get some pressure on him. The whole hog comes out with no real great target in mind for it. As they continue to push, the Pulse Bomb will make them use a Resurrection. Everyone is dropping like flies on the United States as Flower continues to pick people off.
Absolutely brilliant gameplay here from South Korea, crushing the United States off the back of Flower. This is going to put them in a victory position here, Hex, as they take Watch Point Gibraltar. Just in time, Adam almost picked off the United States, flooding onto the point here. Ryujehong hasn't used the Valkyrie yet, holding it in reserve. Flower versus Jake, in on the top, he's getting isolated, but he's still up, and Rawkus is picked! This could be it for South Korea, taking down the United States.
Ryujehong has popped his Valkyrie preemptively, so anyone who dies will be brought back to life immediately. Desperation time for the US as they pop ults just to try to stay alive here. South Korea still in full fighting form as Flower continues to rain down rockets.
And it's almost all but over right now. South Korea just a little bit away. The United States fighting, desperately trying to hold on. A little bit of delay here from Fact Fiction, but he's taken down. Overtime ticks away, and South Korea, you're going to the semifinals.
A valiant effort from the red, white, and blue of the USA team. They played so well all the way through the